So I had problem number 2 for my presentation, and that problem is actually going to be how to derive the Pythagorean theorem triplets formula. So we're going to have our equation x squared plus y squared equals z squared, and we actually get that when we're trying to find one side of the triangle. So we're actually going to set this to actually solve for x, and we're going to end up getting x squared equals z squared minus y squared. And we can further change that into getting x squared equals z minus y times z plus y. Then we're going to divide both sides by x to remove the square, and we're going to also divide both sides by z minus y. That's going to end up giving us x over z minus y equals z plus y over x. Then we could set z plus y over x to m over n, which m and n are also whole numbers, and get x over z minus y equals m over n, and z plus y over x equals m over n. But we're in a little bit of a problem. We want x as the denominator, so we're going to have to get the reciprocal of the first equation to end up having x in the bottom. Once we do that, we're going to have z minus y over x equals n over m, and z plus y over x equals m over n. Now that we have our two equations, we're going to split open the fractions, and we're going to get z over x minus y over x equals m over n. And z over x plus y over x equals m over n. Now we're going to add our two equations together, and this is going to be the result. As you see, negative y over x and plus y over x cancel each other out. So all we're left with is 2z over x equals m squared plus n squared over m over n. And then we're going to divide both sides to end up getting z over x equals m squared plus n squared over 2mn. But now we're trying to solve for y over x. So to do that, we're actually going to have to multiply the first equation by negative 1 to end up getting negative z over x plus y over x equals negative n over m. And by using our second equation, z over x plus y over x equals m over n, we're going to add them together like we did the first time around, and we end up getting 2y over x equals m squared minus n squared over mn. As you see, this time around, the z minus x canceled out. And if we want to find y over x, we have to divide both sides by 2, which ends up giving us y over x equals m squared minus n squared over 2mn. And we end up getting these two equations. Z over x equals m squared plus n squared over 2mn, and y over x equals m squared minus n squared over 2mn. We could break down these equations and actually get x, y, and z. As you can see, x is going to equal 2mn, y is going to equal m squared minus n squared, and our z is going to end up equaling m squared plus n squared. And there we go, we have our triplets.